A test guide for teachers and students. Testing Introduction. This is about how to take tests and covers the many standardized tests starting with the SAT all the way to graduate school, including the tests for the professional schools like medical, law and business. I'm not really here to argue that education is supposed to be an intrinsic love of knowledge, not a matter to be tested. The truth is that we need standards in some things like training people to be doctors or dentists, but most testing is a big pile of crap, especially for grade school. It kills whatever natural intrinsic love of knowledge there might be in a child. Testing is everywhere from grade primary right up through graduate schools and the professional schools. This book simply provides the resources and websites about some of the many tests out there. I also give you some tips about how to take tests, which come down to understand the material. I also talk about test anxiety, saying that no matter what, it's only a test. It does not affect who you are in your soul. Watch the movie The Paper Chase to see what I mean. Chapter 1. Testing in general. Testing in education / the culture of performance standards for everything. As a kid, I was naturally interested in learning new things, but I was still sucked into the testing model at school, which was to try really hard to get the highest mark the first could in all the tests. Forget about learning for the intrinsic love of it. My grade school teachers were pretty cool, but everything always came down to tests. I was a natural intellectual, but for a lot of the other kids, they either lost whatever opportunity they might have had to learn new things for the thrill of it because they were so focused on the tests at the end of it. Teachers are not really to blame because they answer to school administrators who want everything packaged, neat and quantified. Testing is ingrained into our culture. What if somebody said, let's get rid of report cards? Even some parents are against any kind of education that does not end in tests and marks. There are a lot of examples of schools trying holistic, Montessori-type programs only to be stopped by one-dimensional thinking parents who think that if their kid doesn't pass X number of tests, he will somehow not get into college, even if non-traditional school programs are better than traditional ones in teaching a child about life. So having said that, here's my formal blurb about testing. Most people are brainwashed to want tests and expect them. As a teacher, your bosses probably want some kind of accountability. Tests prove that you are doing what your job description demands of you, even if it goes against the spirit of learning. Assessment is ingrained in the educational system. We don't really need standards unless someone is studying a profession that will either affect other people's lives or demands a professional standard, but we keep doing it all the way back to primary school. They say assessment is used to help guide students to see what they need to improve in. Assessment needs to be accurate. Create tests that measure exactly what you taught and what you want them to learn. Don't try to fool them with stuff you didn't cover. Nowadays there are legal challenges from students who feel they have been given unfair tests. Be very clear with what you are teaching and with assignments so it covers the course description. Be available to help students one-on-one if they need it. When you mark tests, be fair. Mark everyone with the same standard as in marking something subjective like an essay. Teachers must make special accommodations for testing disabled people if they request it. Effective assessment reflects an individual's true abilities in that course. Assessment needs to reflect program content. A good test has two types of questions. 1. General questions about the topic that everyone should know. 2. Harder, more specific detail questions that only the kids who study extra hard will know. There are objective tests where there is only one right answer, like multiple choice or fill-in-the-blank questions. An open-ended test or part of a test is usually essay questions. When you ask an essay question, keep it very simple so students don't misinterpret what you're asking for. Be fair to everybody when correcting essays, because if you're not generous with scores, students will hound you to increase their score here. In order to counteract any possible biases in a test, use several different testing formats in a test, like multiple choice, true or false, fill in the blank, short answer and essay. When you give test options like answer one out of these 4 questions, you invite student complaints. When they get a low mark, they will say you weighted that question lower than the others or complain in some other way. People complain about cultural and ethnic biases in tests all the time, usually that tests are geared for white, middle-class people and biased against people of ethnic minority origin. As far as teachers evaluating students go, the general categories are 1. Easy markers. 2. Mean markers, sticklers for everything. 3. Teachers who mark tests very differently depending on their mood and how much they like the particular students. 4. Teachers who mark about the same pretty well all the time. As a teacher, I was a generous marker, but I still couldn't satisfy everybody. There were always a few students who wanted higher marks even when I was teaching courses that were about the spirit of education rather than being caught up in the evaluation process. That's the way it is. Students want those high marks on their transcript. The way the system is set up, virtually every graduate school rejects some applicants every year. Students have to get high marks to get into graduate schools even if they're empty-minded, ambitious, soulless, cutthroat kids with no natural love for the study of the subject. They might be just ambitious to succeed. Because of their aggressive methods to get high marks, these are the types of people that often get into grad schools. So as a teacher, be aware that first and foremost, they want high marks. Try to be as fair and generous as you can. Test Critics Info/Anti-Testing Movement. There's a big culture out there that says you are not a test result. Education should be an intrinsic value of life, not something you do to cross a hurdle on the path to the system's idea of success. It's not just some minorities who claim some tests are culturally biased against them. It's not just disabled people who want certain special accommodations to take a test. I was a graduate student in a field called educational psychology where I was told to learn and teach for the intrinsic love of it. Real education happens on a sunny day walking down the street talking to your friends, tinkering with something, reading a book for your own interest, thinking on your own or taking a walk out in nature. But in the real world, they definitely need standards before they will let somebody be an engineer or dentist, so this need for standards through testing has permeated to all the other subjects. Psychology, history, sociology are not sciences, but they treat them that way. They have little boxes of thoughts you have to conform to by answering a certain way on tests and in essays. The thing is, everybody is brainwashed. Almost nobody has the guts to go out doing their own thing without a credential from the system. It's your prerogative. Can you look at the system and say they have hardcore professions that you need standards for, which is why they have tests, which is fair, but all this social sciences is somebody's opinion? Why do I need to be tested on ideas and opinions? If I had my way, I would stop testing on all the soft subjects and let the students learn them, think about them, and that's it, without a test, in order to keep the sense of intrinsic learning alive and pure within themselves. Anti-testing websites. fairtest.org, the National Center for Fair and Open Testing. kingarthur.com/anti_IQ_test.html. standardizedtests.procon.org. aei.org. gladwell.com. testcritic.homestead.com. kimberlyswigert.com. Chapter 2. Teachers must design good tests. Standards of evaluation / create a test to be fair to everybody. An objective test is a test where everything has exactly one right answer, like fill in the blanks, multiple choice, and short answers. Everything else is subjective. When the student is explaining something, the test marker has some leeway in assigning a mark. The way to correct this is to ask for X number of specific points, like list the 4 main causes of the Great War and briefly explain each one. You can break this essay question down into 1 point for naming each cause, 1 point for each explanation, for a total of 8 points. The more specific you break it down, the more fair you are and the better you cover your ass. Your test should be consistent between different markers. If 10 different people correct your test, the marks they give should be very close, within 2 points at the most. State the number value for every question. State what you give points for in essay questions. Is there any kind of cultural or racial bias in the test, such as using examples that apply only to white people of European descent rather than making questions culture neutral? Ask students for feedback about how to improve your tests. Teacher Test Making Tools. 4teachers.org. A4esl.org, Multiple Choice Quiz Generator. bcpl.net/sullivan/modules/tips/assess_sec.html, secondary assessment tools. easytestmaker.com. easytestmaker.com, free online test generator to create tests. edict.com.hk/quizmaker, make tests easily. exambuilder.com. free.thabig.bus.com/try/resources/testmaker/index.htm. funbrain.com. hotpot.uvic.ca. The Hot Potatoes suite includes 6 applications, enabling you to create interactive multiple choice, short answer, jumbled sentence, crossword, matching/ordering and gap fill exercises. internet4classrooms.com. landmark-project.com/classweb/tools/rubric_builder.php3, rubric builder. proprofs.com/quiz-school. questionmaker.com, question maker. sibyl.tafe.tas.edu.au/capsdicm/quizman/qmhome.html, quiz game master. kia.com. quizhub.com. quizstar.4teachers.org. rmcdenver.com/useguide/assessme/guideline.htm, guidelines for appropriate assessment, a checklist of assessment procedures. rmcdenver.com/useguide/assessme/online.htm, online resources for assessment. school.discovery.com/quizcenter/quizcenter.html. teach-nology.com. tnellen.com. Test grading info. Grade ranges are usually A. Excellent, roughly equivalent to 90 to 100 or 95 to 100. B. Above average, 80 to 90 or 85 to 94. C. Average, 70 to 80 or 75 to 84. D. Below average, 65 to 70 or 65 to 74. F. Failure, below 65. Some classes are graded either pass or fail. Liberal-type teachers often do this as a protest to grading in general and in an attempt to get the students involved in class participation by stipulating that they either participate or fail. Grade point average/GPA is the conversion of letter grades into numerical figures to indicate relative academic rank. A equals 4.0. B equals 3.0. C equals 2.0. D equals 1.0. Because courses differ in length, which are given varying numbers of credits, usually 1 credit for every credit hour the course is weighted at, the grade for each course is multiplied by the number of credits the college awards to the course. This sum total is divided by the number of credits the student is currently earning to give the GPA, the average academic score for every credit earned. The honor roll is a list prepared by a school at the end of each semester which lists all the students who got a B average or better, which is generally equivalent to a 75% average or better. If the marks are 90% or better, the student goes on the dean's list. The highest ranked student at a graduation is called the valedictorian, who often gives the ceremony's closing speech, and in some schools, the second highest ranked student, called the salutatorian, generally gives the opening speech or introduction to the valedictorian. Assessment websites for teachers. school.discovery.com/schrockguide/assess.html, assessment and rubric information list of links. teams.lacoe.edu/documentation/classroom/patty/2-3/teacher/assessment/assessment.html, assessment tools. ecs.org. serve.org/classroom-assessment.aspx. edvantia.org/re/index.cfm ? T single quote services &c =PNA, needs assessment. orl.sri.com/cd.html, online evaluation resource. ed.gov/admin/lead/account/saa.html, standards, assessment, and accountability. cte.umdng.edu/student_evaluation/evaluation_finding.cfm, student evaluation, finding tests and tools. Testing websites at caretime.com/article/best-exam-software-for-student-assessment. caretime.com/category/web-tools. advancedwriters.com. sourceforge.net/projects/caldn. learnocity.com. tcexam.org. thinkexam.com. myver2alx.com. questbase.com. skillsbook.com.au. amity.examonair.com/default.aspx. papersholla.com. examclassroom.com. edbase.net. derbyware.com. metel.com/en. edify.link. tautesting.com. peergrade.io. testbulletindha.com. speedexam.net. moodle.org. caretime.com/tag/office-software. Chapter 3. Learn the skill of taking tests. Take a test. Tips 1. Learn the material by trying to understand it. Do not wait until the day before the exam to begin studying. Study how you study best. Get plenty of sleep the night before the exam. Is your calculator working? Review the material. Know what kind of test it will be. Get copies of old exams if possible. Talk to others that might have already had the course. During the test, be relaxed. Read the directions. In an essay, work for partial credit. In a multiple choice or T/F exam, eliminate obviously wrong choices. Look over the entire exam, work questions that you are sure of, then go to less sure questions. Check answers if time permits. Don't cram. Learn some of the material every night starting several days before the test. Memorize the important facts and formulas. Try to put yourself in the teacher's place. What questions would he or she ask? All you can do is prepare the best you can, so relax. Most tests are on a time limit, so always bear that in mind when taking one. Speed means a lot. You're striving for maximum points, so get right on it. Answer the easy and middle level questions first, then spend the rest of the time on the tough, tedious questions. Find practice copies and learn as much as you can about the test beforehand. Every library has a test section which contains guidebooks of standardized tests. You might find these books at number 371.302. Read the whole test quickly. Do the questions worth the most that take up the least amount of time. Save essay questions for the end. If you finish early, review the test. If you don't understand a question, ask the teacher. Make up a fact sheet, then go over it several times a day. Contrary to popular opinion, more is not better. For questions that require written or essay type answers, people get tired of long, convoluted streams of crap. Keep it short, clear and to the point, the main idea and a few supporting ones, and that's it. If it's a concept/issue type question, present the main viewpoint and the opposing viewpoints. Use proper grammar. If you're not penalized for guessing wrong on a multiple choice test, answer them. The longest answer is usually right. Most tests have a time limit. When you get the test, look it over quickly. Answer all the easy questions first. Save the hard ones for last. It's better to guess than to say nothing. Get a good night's sleep and eat some breakfast. Bring a few pens with you in case one runs out. Follow all instructions. Don't offer more information than the question asks to show that you studied a bunch of stuff not on the test. It's convoluted and the person may spite you and fail you because he can claim you didn't answer the question. If something is hard, skip it, move on and come back to it later. If you're unsure about something, ask for clarification. Relax, it's only a test. Don't get test anxiety. Meditate if you have to. Get enough sleep. Go to the bathroom beforehand. Take a long drink of water before you go in to write the test. If you have any physical difficulties, tell the test administrator. If you don't understand the test instructions, ask for help before the test begins. If you have time, review your answers. Check to not misread a question or make careless mistakes. You may be able to retake the test. Ask about the retesting policy. You can retake most standardized academic tests after 6 months or so. Get a proper interpretation of your scores. Scores may indicate other career opportunities that should be pursued. Take a test tips too. Whatever test you're going to take, like the SAT, practice that format of test as closely as possible. Know the instructions going in. Know which questions are worth most. Do them first. Don't spend too much time on any one question. Give it your best shot and move along. Don't panic. Work quickly but carefully. Use practice tests to check your ability to finish. Keep moving. Think about what the question is asking. For standard tests, don't waste time rereading directions you already know. Bring a watch. On the night before the SAT, have all your stuff ready. Registration ticket. Identification, a driver's license is preferable, your school ID. Pencils that the machines can read. Calculator. Extra clothing in case the room is cold. Snack for break between tests. Arrive at the test site early. Eat a sensible breakfast. Simulate the test you're taking. Brush up on vocabulary. Reading comprehension skills. Figure out the meaning of a word from its context. Don't get bogged down in the details. Think critically. Get the facts, then make a logical conclusion. Check for errors in capitalization and punctuation. Grammar. Tenses, usage, parallel structure, and redundancy. Pace yourself. Try all the answer choices. Use elimination. Use appropriate vocabulary. Prepare for standardized tests. Use the state-issued home study booklets to prepare for the test. Identify your weak areas. Focus on improving them. Go to number 379 at the library looking for test books to help you learn to take tests. The graduate record exam is the mother of standardized tests. Go to gre.org. Learn from them. Taking the test. A lot of these tests use the multiple choice format. Read and pay careful attention to all directions. Read each passage and accompanying questions. Read every possible answer, the best one could be last. Read and respond to items one at a time rather than thinking about the whole test. Reread, when necessary, the parts of a passage needed for selecting the correct answer. Don't expect to find a pattern in the positions of the correct answers. Don't make uneducated guesses. Try to get the correct answer by reasoning and eliminating wrong answers. Decide exactly what the question is asking. One response is clearly best. Don't spend too much time on any one question. Skip difficult questions until all other questions have been answered. On the test booklet, keep a record of the unanswered items to return to before you bubble in your final selections. Make sure to record the answer in the correct place on the answer sheet. Only change an answer if you are sure the first one you picked was wrong. Be sure to completely erase changed answers. Work as rapidly as possible with accuracy. After completion of the test, use any remaining time to check your answers. Keep a good attitude. Test anxiety websites. anti-anxiety.net/test-anxiety. kidshealth.org/teen/school_jobs/school/test_anxiety.html. lsprod.mtcibs.com/exams/ttt/test-tip.htm, test-taking tips. miramar.sdccd.cc.ca.us/faculty/fgarces/chemco. monday/testphobia.htm. campusblues.com/test.asp. kidshealth.org/kid/school/test_anxiety.html. kidshealth.org/teen/school_jobs/school/test_anxiety.html. mental health. Dead website, try.dot.com, thoughtco.com, verywell.com, and thebalance.com/library/sci/0401/blspiel401.htm $?true&, test anxiety. testanxietyhypnosis.com. uc.edu/psc/test.html. une.edu.au/cc/services/5_perform_well.pdf. test coaching/test prep. Your easiest lead to help you study for standardized tests is to find a book either at the library, number 377-78, or at the bookstore. I found books for the graduate record exams/GRES at number 378.16. Books about scholastic aptitude tests/SATs at number 378.166 or LB 2353.57, and GED, General Equivalency Diploma, Substitute for High School, books at number 373.126 or LB 3060. Your library might have a few books set aside in the reference section. Ask for test preparation books. Bookstores have dozens of guides for test preparation. Strong vocabulary, math, and reasoning skills are important for the SAT. Type the following terms into search engines: ACT Prep, GMAT Prep, GRE Prep, LSAT Prep, MCAT Prep, SAT Prep. regentsprep.org, Oswego City, New York. Test prep materials. apluspublishing.com, math shortcuts for the SAT 1 and the SAT/NMSQT. archivistprep.com. deltacourse.com, GMAT preparation. educationunlimited.com. getprepped.com, LSAT, GMAT, MCAT, and GRE classes and self-study material. GorillaTestPrep.com, the LSAT, GRE, GMAT, and SAT. Kaplan.com, Kaplan Education Center. KaplanChools.org. MyGRETutor.com, free GRE test prep website. PowersCore.com, LSAT preparation courses. Prep.com. Review.com, Princeton Review, information on collegiate and professional school. StudentMarket.com. StudentMarket.com/studentmarket/testprepsoft.html. TESTMASTERS180.com. TestPrep.com. TestPrePreview.com, a variety of free practice tests, ACT, GMAT, GRE, LSAT, MCAT, SAT, etc., and test prep resources. TestU.com. Stanley H. Kaplan Educational Center. 131 West 56th St. NYC 10019. 212-977-8200. 800-223-1782. 800 CAP Test. KAPTEST.com. This organization has over 100 centers in major college towns where for several $100s, they offer courses in how to take several different types of tests, most commonly the law school and medical school admission tests. Princeton Review. 2315 Broadway, NYC 10024. 800 Review 6. 800-2 Review. 800-995-5585. Review.com. Test info practice at testprepreview.com. Testprepreview.com gives free online practice tests. testprepreview.com/college_contactinfo.htm. testprepreview.com/distance learning. testprepreview.com/gradschool.htm, graduate school. testprepreview.com/other_exams.htm, other exams. testprepreview.com/prefixes_suffixes.htm, prefixes and suffixes. testprepreview.com/score_submission.htm. testprepreview.com/test_anxiety.htm, test anxiety. testprepreview.com/test_difficulty.htm. testprepreview.com/test_timing.htm. testprepreview.com/vocabulary.htm, test vocabulary. testprepreview.com/achievement_potential.htm, achievement or potential. testprepreview.com/act_practice.htm, act test. testprepreview.com/acuplacer_practice.htm, acuplacer test practice. testprepreview.com/act_practice.htm, act test practice questions/ testprepreview.com/ardms_practice.htm, ardms exam practice. testprepreview.com/asvab_practice.htm, asvab test practice. testprepreview.com/aswb_practice.htm, aswb exam practice. testprepreview.com/cahc_practice.htm, ca test practice. testprepreview.com/ccrn_practice.htm, ccrn exam practice. testprepreview.com/cdl_practice.htm, cdl test practice. testprepreview.com/sen_practice.htm, sen exam practice. testprepreview.com/cfa_practice.htm, cfa exam practice. testprepreview.com/cfp_practice.htm, cfp exam practice. testprepreview.com/cfrn_practice.htm, cfrn exam practice. testprepreview.com/cgfns_practice.htm, cgfns exam practice. testprepreview.com/clep_practice.htm, clep test practice. testprepreview.com/cnor_practice.htm, cnor exam practice. testprepreview.com/compass_practice.htm, compass test practice. testprepreview.com/contractor_practice.htm, contractor exam practice. testprepreview.com/cpa_practice.htm, cpa exam practice. testprepreview.com/cscs_practice.htm, cscs test practice. testprepreview.com/csct_practice.htm, xet test practice. testprepreview.com/ctel.htm, tel exam practice. testprepreview.com/danb_practice.htm, dan test practice. testprepreview.com/det_practice.htm, det test practice. testprepreview.com/dietitian_practice.htm, dietitian exam practice. testprepreview.com/ep_practice.htm, ep exam practice. testprepreview.com/fcat_practice.htm, fcat test practice. testprepreview.com/fpg_practice.htm, fpg exam practice. testprepreview.com/fsot_practice.htm, fsot exam practice. testprepreview.com/ged_practice.htm, ged test practice. testprepreview.com/gmat_practice.htm, gmat test practice. testprepreview.com/gre_practice.htm, gre test practice. testprepreview.com/health_life_practice.htm, life and health exam practice. testprepreview.com/hobt_practice.htm, hobit test practice. testprepreview.com/home inspector_practice.htm, home inspector exam practice. testprepreview.com/hspt_practice.htm, hspt test practice. testprepreview.com/isee_practice.htm, iz test practice. testprepreview.com/lsat_practice.htm, lsat test practice. testprepreview.com/mat_practice.htm, mat test practice. testprepreview.com/mcat_practice.htm, mcat test practice. testprepreview.com/naplex_practice.htm, naplex test practice. testprepreview.com/nbcot_otter.htm, nbcot exam practice. testprepreview.com/nbrc_practice.htm, nbrc test practice. testprepreview.com/ncbtmb_practice.htm, ncbtmb test practice. testprepreview.com/nce_practice.htm, nce exam practice. testprepreview.com/ncidq_practice.htm, ncid test practice. testprepreview.com/nclex_practice.htm, nclex test practice. testprepreview.com/npte_practice.htm, ent exam practice. testprepreview.com/nremt_practice.htm, nrem test practice. testprepreview.com/nursing_certifications.htm, nursing certifications. testprepreview.com/nursing_practice.htm, nursing test practice. testprepreview.com/nicetce_practice.htm, nicetc test practice. testprepreview.com/oat_practice.htm, oat test practice. testprepreview.com/other_exams.htm, other exams. testprepreview.com/pants_practice.htm, pants exam practice. testprepreview.com/parapro_practice.htm, parapro test practice. testprepreview.com/pcat_practice.htm, pcat test practice. testprepreview.com/phr_sbhr_practice.htm, phr exam practice. testprepreview.com/pmp_practice.htm, pmp exam practice. testprepreview.com/praxis_practice.htm, praxis test practice. testprepreview.com/property_casualty_practice.htm, property casualty exam. testprepreview.com/psat_practice.htm, sat test practice. testprepreview.com/ptcb_practice.htm, ptcb exam practice. testprepreview.com/set_practice.htm, set test practice. testprepreview.com/series_practice.htm, series exam practice. testprepreview.com/series7_practice.htm, series 7 exam practice. testprepreview.com/ssat_practice.htm, sat test practice. testprepreview.com/ts_practice.htm, ts, r, test practice. testprepreview.com/texas_practice.htm, Texas test practice. testprepreview.com/TOEFL_practice.htm, TOEFL test practice. testprepreview.com/USMLE_practice.htm, USMLE exam practice. testprepreview.com/Wonderlic_practice.htm, Wonderlic test practice. testpreview.com/cbest_practice.htm, SBest test practice. Major test websites. Go to number 378.16 at the library for books about college entrance tests. ets.org/testcall, ETS test link, world's largest test collection database. cse.ukla.edu, National Center for Research on Evaluation, Standards, and Student Testing. natd.org, National Association of Test Directors. nagb.org, the National Assessment Governing Board, Testing and Curriculum Experts. ets.org, people who conduct SAT, GMAT, GRE, etc. fairtest.org, National Association for Fair and Open Testing. ncme.org, National Council on Measurement in Education. ncme.org/pub/fairtesting.cfm. ncme.org/pub/index.cfm. ncme.org/pub/jem.cfm, Journal of Educational Measurement. marketplace.unl.edu/burrows, test reviews online, reviews of mental measurements, both developmental and educational. Full reviews are available for a fee. collegeboard.com, College Board Online, from the College Board. This site includes information for practice and taking the SAT and 2. ets.org/GRE, Graduate Record Exam, contains information about the Graduate Record Examinations program. ineedapencil.ck12.org, free SAT preparation and full practice exams. Kaplan.com, Kaplan Educational Centers, gives information on preparation and practice for standardized academic admissions exams as well as licensing exams such as PSAT, SAT, LSAT, GMAT, GRE, MCAT, USML, NCLEX, TOEFL and CPA. fairtest.org, the National Center for Fair and Open Testing. This advocacy organization places special emphasis on eliminating the racial, class, gender and cultural barriers to equal opportunity posed by standardized tests. PrincetonReview.com, Princeton Review, students must register to use this site, which includes extensive information on college admissions and tests, such as GMAT, MCAT, GRE, SAT and PSAT. Testing websites 1. Go to number 378.16 at the library for books about college entrance tests. ebsco.com/products/learning express. counseling.uchicago.edu/related/virtual pamphlets/test_taking.shtml. counseling.uchicago.edu/related/virtual pamphlets/study_skills.shtml. studygs.net, study guides and strategies, free educational resource. counseling.uchicago.edu/related/virtual pamphlets/test_taking.shtml, test taking tip sheets. onlineasb.org/exam/exam06.htm, 10 tips for test taking, from the University of Dayton. dlabprep.com, DLAB Prep. efficientlearning.com, CPA/CMA/CFA test prep. cnaexamcram.com, free CNA exam cram practice test. princetonreview.com/grad/free-gre-practice-test.aspx, free GRE online practice test. princetonreview.com/grad/gre-test-preparation.aspx, GRE test prep. getprepped.com/practice-lsat-sample-questions, LSAT sample questions. number.er2.com/index.cfm?4zg5qasrlpsqsid-b4vmvot, free online test prep. beelenetistprep.com, free SAT prep.sat.collegeboard.org/practice, SAT preparation.collegereadiness.collegeboard.org/SAT/practice/full-length-practice-tests, SAT practice tests. collegeboard.com/student/testing/SAT/prep_1/prep_1.html, SAT preparation center.spellingbees. testprepreview.com, Test Prep Review 112register.com 4tests.com, free online practice tests for computer, professional and educational exams, including the GED, ACT, SAT and GMAT. 4tests.com/exams/examcats.asp. achievementdata.com. act.org. act.org/compass/index.html, Compass. Compass College Placement Tests help educators evaluate incoming students in reading, writing, math and ESL skills for placement decisions. act-sat-prep-software-review.top10reviews.com. agsnet.com/domain/test-preparation.asp, test preparation, leading publisher of assessments, textbooks, and instructional materials. alatest.com/all_reviews. all-about-test-preparation.info. assessmenttech.com creates tools that assists educators to document learning outcomes and to plan learning opportunities. attitesting.com, the test of essential academic skills, used by some universities for admission. barronsuc.com. barronsuc.com, test preparation books. barronstestprep.com. bellarmine.lmu.edu/faculty/mmills_fp/testing. brain.com, intelligence test. brains4zombies.com. calpress.com, critical thinking assessment. collegeboard.com. collegeboard.com/student/testing. collegeboard.org, covers the ACT, SAT. collegecoffeehouse.com/tests. cramfortests.com. cua.edu, testing and evaluation. cyberstudy101.com, cyberstudy 101, improve your college test scores using this interactive study tool. dvds-for-the-sat.com. ed.gov/pub/parents/test taking. edexcellence.net, articles covering standards, tests and accountability as well as other education topics. educate.com. eduref.org, educators reference desk. edusoftech.com. edusoftech.com, GRE, GMAT, SAT, mock, TOEFL, IELTS, test preparation CD. edudist.com, online practice test and assessments. eknowledge.com, free SAT/ACT prep software for military personnel and their family members. ntest.com. epfl.net/slrc/job/teststudy.html, index to test study guides. escore.com. etest.org. ets.org. ets.org, educational testing service, information on tests administered by ETS, including SAT, GRE, TOEFL and AP examinations. ets.org, testing. ets.org, educational testing service. The ETS website provides in-depth information on the SAT, GRE, GMAT and TOEFL. evansnewton.com, how you can achieve results like this on state and standardized exams. fairtest.com, National Center for Fair and Open Testing. fairtest.org, Fairtest, the National Center for Fair and Open Testing. fairtest.org, generally down on admission tests. fairtest.org/natist/bushtest.html, the National Center for Fair and Open Testing. fairtest.org/optinit.htm, list of schools that don't emphasize the SAT much. flashcardsecrets.com. flashcardsecrets.com, flashcards to practice for lots of tests. flashcardsecrets.com/asvab, asvab test flashcards. freeassessmenttools.com. free-test-online.com. getcollegecredit.com. gmat.org, graduate management admissions test. gmatexams.com, gmat-mba-prep.com, gocollege.com, gotomeschool.com, gre.org Graduate Record Examination, GRE, online, hbtpc.com, Psychological Corp, many tests, helpinschool.com, hughes.cpsbo.k12.oh.us/comm/kquest.html, prepare students for academic tests, info.com/lsat preparation, instantcert.com, internetexam.com, iqtest.com, intelligence test, istudysmart.com, kaplan.com, kaplanmedical.com, kaptist.com, kaptist.com/college/home/succeed_in_college, kaptist.com/college/learn-in-discuss/tools/set-quiz-bank.html, set-quizbank, kaptist.com/www/kaptist/docs/repository/content/education/graduate-education-programs, learnatist.com, learnatist.com, 888-551-5627, books, learningchoices.com/practice labs, learningjoyresources.com/set, vocabulary study guide on DVD, lgu.ac.uk/deliberations/home.html, guides on student assessment, deliberations at London Guildhall University, lsat.collegedegreeguide.com, lsat1.net, ltsn.ac.uk, Learning and Teaching Support Network, manhattangmat.com, GMAT, mastersprep.com, md4sure.com, a new generation of medical mnemonics and study guides for USML, CSA, or complex exam preparation, mensa.org, intelligence test, meritworld.com, mindgear.com, mindmedia.com, mo-media.com, mo-media.com, test study guide for lots of tests, nacada.ksu.edu/linktest.htm, test preparation and testing services, nationallearning.com, nationaltestpreparation.com, GRE Prep, nbme.org, National Board of Medical Examiners, ncrl.org/sdrs/issues.htm, North Central Regional Educational Laboratory, Applied Research Articles about Assessment, ncsu.edu/unity/lockers/users/f/felders/public/papers/test-taking.htm, test taking tips, novapress.net, books for grad school tests, number2.com, number2.com, free test prep, nizl.niced.gov/regentsexams.htm, New York State Regents Exams, scanned NICE Regents High School Examinations, learningmattersinc.org/assessments, onlinelearning101.com, oxfordseminars.com, LSAT test prep in Canada, performance on state high-stakes tests and improve test results, petersons.com, petersons.com, Petersons, petersons.com/test prep, petersons.com/test prep channel, powerprep.com, powerprep.com, complete set and act preparation for students, powerscore.com, LSAT prep, prep.com, 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 exam preparation experts, princetoninfo.com, princetonreview.com, princetonreview.com, 802 review, princetonreview.com/podcasts, proprofs.com, offers study guides, practice tests and articles for certification exams, psychcorp.com, test seller, questionmark.com, quiz-buddy.com/online_help.html redtagdeals.com, Kaplan Test Prep. regentsprep.org. regentsprep.org, New York State High School Regents Exam Prep Center. Review.com, 800 Review 6, Test Prep. Review.com, Prepare for SAT, SAT, SAT2, ACT, GMAT, GRE, etc. Review.com, Princeton Review, prepares students for a host of other standardized tests. Review.com/career. richardsonprep.com, Toronto GMAT LSAT Prep. satprep.clobo.com. sat-secrets.com. scholarstuff.com/netguide/test/tests.htm. secretroot.net, Med School Test Help. slcc.edu/aos/skill center. smarterkids.com. sparnots.com/testprep. speedwell.co.uk. ssat.org, SAT Online Student Guide, Secondary School Achievement Test. ssat.org, SAT, Secondary School Admission Test. study-aid.com. studybeans.com. studyforteists.com/studyguides.htm. studyguide.com/satist.htm. studyguidezone.com. study-online.net/tests-online. summerschoolscotland.com, SAT Review. supercamp.com. tosa.com, Reading Tests. test.com. testbankzone.com. testbooksonline.com. testbooksonline.com. testkaren.org. testprep.com. testprep.com/satmenu.html, math and verbal quizzes to improve your SAT skills. testprep.princetonreview.com. test-preparation.ca. 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 test-preparation.net. testprepcenter.com. testprepresearch.com. testprepreview.com. testprepreview.com. testhop.com. test-tips.info. thinklinklearning.com, help you predict student. thomsonwrites.com. topmba.com, GMAT Prep. track.scrcignite.com. uscdl.com. veritasprep.com, GMAT Prep. videoaidedinstruction.com. winentrance.com, information bank for entrance exams and career guidance. BJ Testing and Evaluation Service. BJ Home Education Services. Customer Services. 1700 Wade Hampton Boulevard, Greenville, South Carolina 29614-0062. 800-845-5731. Fax 800-525-8398. bju.com. Testing websites too. Educational testing, education, websites. lanther.co.uk/index.php, page equals 3.1, question base, a free questions editor and tester. The program must be downloaded before any questions can be identified. nagb.org, National Assessment Governing Board, provides specifics on the National Assessment of Educational Progress, NAEP, as well as the proposed voluntary national tests in reading and math. nces.ed.gov/Nations Report Card, National Assessment of Educational Progress, NAEP, NAEP reports on U.S. student performance with comprehensive information about what students at grades 4, 8, and 12 know and can do in various subject areas. PAREonline.net, Practical Assessment, Research, and Evaluation, refer read, full-text online journal whose purpose is to provide education professionals access to relevant articles that can have a positive impact on assessment, research, evaluation, and teaching practices. rand.org/pub/issue_papers/ip202.html, What do test scores in Texas tell us? RAND Corporation's study of the Texas Assessment of Academic Skills, TAS, test scores in Texas. Includes link to RAND Corp. Press release and RAND CEO's statement. rapidintellect.com/aeqweb/mo2609j4.htm, Collaborative Testing and Test Performance, presents the results of a study that shows that collaborative testing alone has a significant positive association with test performance. richardphelps.net/orgs to contact new.htm, organizations and individuals to contact for information on testing, directory of contact information for the testing industry. testaccountability.org, building tests to support instruction and accountability, information from the Commission on Instructionally Supportive Assessment concerning best practices for designing and implementing standardized testing. upscale.utoronto.ca/general-interest/harrison/test design/testdesign.html, test design, discussion of the question of how difficult should a test be? worldclassarena.org, World Class Arena, international initiative designed to identify and assess gifted and talented students. Devised by the Department for Education and Skills in the UK. Example questions, online assessments, registration details for schools. Focuses on mathematics and problem solving. 4tests.com, 4tests, prep information for standardized tests, includes MCSE/MCSD, SAT, ACT, CLEP exams, LSAT. 800score.com, 800score.com, downloadable practice tests, preparation guides and online tutoring. afnpublishing.co.uk, AFN Publishing, information about the 11+ examinations in the UK and details of 11+ practice tests available from this publisher. Stockist information and customer comments. AmericanBookCompany.com, American Book Company, state exit exam preparation books and software for middle and high school graduation, assessment training and proficiency development in all major subjects. AudioLearn.net, AudioLearn, offers study material and test prep for the MCAT, PCAT, and DET on audio tapes. BaronstuC.com, BaronstuC.com, publisher of test prep books for the New York State Regents exams, ASVAB, COOP, SSAT, CHSP and many other standardized tests. BaronsRegents.com, NICE Regents exam preparation, helps students and teachers prepare for the various New York State Regents exams. Customizable practice tests are generated from a database of actual questions from past Regents exams. Brainchild.com, Brainchild, preparation for state standardized tests, including FCAT, SAT-9, TOS. Bright.funeducation.com, Bright Education, practice tests, offers testing materials for standardized tests by U.S. state. Cambridge.com, Cambridge Educational Services, test preparation materials for teachers and students for standardized assessments in the U.S. CutsReviews.com/jcuts, The Cuts Personal GRE Tutorial, individual offering personal preparation for major standardized exams. EvansNewton.com, Evans Newton, Inc., ENI works with school districts to help increase test scores. ENI will create tests that help prepare students for state and national standardized tests. fcit.usf.edu/fcat, FCAT Express, FCAT 4th grade reading, a staff development tool, is a program designed to help teachers prepare students for the Florida Comprehensive Assessment Test. gmax.co.il, GMAX, preparation for the SAT, GMAT, TOEFL and GRE. Also offering spoken English courses. Based in Tel Aviv. Inspirica.com, Inspirica, a one-on-one tutoring firm that specializes in all standardized tests, academic tutoring and admissions support. It is based in Manhattan and will send any of its tutors anywhere in the world. Learnatist.com, Learnatist.com, academic and professional test preparation and career resources, including grade school, SAT, ACT, law enforcement, firefighter, EMT/paramedic, real estate, postal worker, and military. Majortaists.com, Majortaists.com, free study materials for students taking GMAT, GRE, or SAT. Includes vocabulary lists suitable for high school students and older learners. Novapress.net, Nova's Test Prep Center, prep materials for standardized tests. NUMBER2.com, number2.com, free tutorials and practice materials for the SAT, ACT and GRE. PassCSA.tripod.com, Pass CSA Courses LLC, review courses for CSA Clinical Skills Assessment. Prep.com, Richardson Prep Center, offers live prep courses in Toronto, Canada, and test information. PrincetonReview.com, the Princeton Review, provider of SAT, ACT, PSAT, SAT2, GMAT, GRE, LSAT, MCAT, USML and TOEFL test preparation information and products. rea.com/tests/gre/test.cfm, Research and Education Association, Inc., test preparation for a wide variety of college and graduate school standardized tests including AP exams and the SAT. scholarstuff.com/netguide/test/tests.htm, scholarstuff.com, test preparation books, links, and resources about preparing for the SAT, GRE, LSAT, MCAT and TOEFL tests. SSAT.org, SSAT, information and online registration for the secondary school admission test. Independent schools using SSAT listed. TeachersTreasures.com, Teachers Treasures, Inc., provides teachers and parents educational resources to assess students' mastery of essential skills. Offers the Toss Busters and Test Busters product lines. TestPrepVideos.com, Test Prep Videos, produces and sells instructional materials to help students prepare for SAT, ACT and other standardized tests. TestTrade.com, TestTrade, test repository for universities in the United States. Option to upload your own tests or read those from other students. TreeFoundation.gr, Tree Foundation, classes, and private tuition to prepare for a range of standardized international assessment tests. Based in Athens, Greece. TSF.org, the Stepping Stone Foundation, educational opportunity programs for students in Boston and Philadelphia, including programs preparing inner-city children for independent and public exam schools. Testing resources. learningoutcomeassessment.org/toolkit.html. learningoutcomeassessment.org/nationalsurvey.html, national surveys and reports. learningoutcomeassessment.org/resources.htm. learningoutcomeassessment.org. College Entrance Exam Board. POB 6200. Princeton, New Jersey 08541. 609-771-7600. ETS.org. They administer the Scholastic Aptitude Test, SAT, and the Achievement Tests. Ask about the College Level Examination Program, CLEP, which administers equivalency tests through which you can get credit for some prior knowledge that you already have. ACT Publications. American College Testing Program. 500 ACT Drive. POB 1008. Iowa City, Iowa 52243-1008. 800-498-6065. 319-337-1000. 319-337-1270. Fax 319-337-1578. ACT.org. They administer the ACT nationwide. The American College Testing Program also offers a student need analysis service where they offer a free booklet, Applying for Financial Aid, a guide for parents and students. For a low fee, they'll help you fill out the complicated financial statement part of your student loan application. They have several booklets for a fee and some free ones on their website. Chronicle Guidance Publications. Pog 1190. Moravia, New York 13118. 315-497-0330. Self-administered aptitude tests for a fee. College Board. 45 Columbus Avenue. NYC 10023 to 6992. 212-713-8000. collegeboard.com. Test information about SATI, SAT2, PSAT, AP. Consulting Psychologists Press. 3803 East Bay Shore Road. Palo Alto, California 94303. 800-624-1765. They sell books and tests that might help you. Prepare for one. Educational Testing Service. POG 955. Princeton, New Jersey 08541. 609-771-7600. 609-771-7070. ets.org. gre.org. Central Authority for all college standardized tests like the GRE, MCAT, etc. Send for information. Excelsior.edu. 888-723-9267. Regents College Exams. Fair Test. 342 Broadway. Cambridge, Massachusetts 02139. 617-864-4810. Fax, 617-497-2224. info@fairtest.org. fairtest.org. Some testing books geared for the SAT and ACT. List of colleges which don't use SAT test scores for basis of admission. Learnatist.com. 888-551-5627. Books about career tests like police test, firefighter test, postal employee test, etc. Miller Analogies Test. Psychological Corp. 555 Academic Court. San Antonio, Texas 78204. 800-622-3231. National Occupational Competency Testing Institute. 500 North Bronson Avenue. Big Rapids, Michigan 49307. 800-334-6283. nocti.org. nocti.org/pdfs/assessment-glossary.pdf, assessment glossary. They run all the standard tests for major occupations. Free info about the tests. Preliminary Scholastic Aptitude Test / National Merit Scholarship Qualifying Test. SAT/NMSQT. POG 24700. Oakland, California 94632-1700. 609-683-0449. 510-653-5595. Ask your guidance counselor about National Merit Scholarships. You have to take tests in your junior year, and if you do well, you automatically qualify. Proficiency Examination Program, PEP. College Proficiency Programs. Cultural Education Center. Albany, New York 12230. For New York residents only. You take the tests, then if you score high enough you get academic credit as though you already completed certain basic academic courses. The Psychological Corporation. 555 Academic Court. San Antonio, Texas 78204. 210-299-3616. Fax, 210-299-3662. hbtpc.com. Tests for Education, Psychology, and Vocational. Chapter 4. Teachers get rated and evaluated. Grade School Teacher Ratings. There is a section for college professors. RateMyTeachers.com. Yelp.com. Teacher Evaluation / Evaluating Teachers. Many colleges and schools have teachers give out teacher evaluation forms to students near the end of the course to evaluate them on a number scale on 18 factors or so. There is also a space for comments. The department head looks at them, then gives them to the teacher. Students do this anonymously. At some schools, the department head or someone else walks in on a teacher from time to time to assess their style. They write a report geared to help the teacher improve. Teachers are asked to keep a journal or simply write a report on how to improve. Nowadays there are websites where students rate teachers. Teachers don't like to be analyzed. The good ones work hard. Teacher evaluation is an added stress on them. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. Don't evaluate teachers more than once a year. Here are some general points in a typical teacher evaluation. Covered the course material well. Good speaker. Uses good examples from real life. Well planned and structured. Inspired person. Clear expectations of students. Material is appropriate or goes off on unrelated tangents. Uses prior knowledge in the lecture. Structure of the session, a clear introduction, main points, and a summary. Good pace of delivery. Interaction with students, questioning and activities. Do you feel like you have a friendly relationship with the teacher, or is he/she aloof? Is he positive, neutral or negative? Help students individually whenever necessary. Interested in students and teaching. Class was fun. tla.ed.ac.uk/ryt.html icbl.hw.ac.uk/ltdi Peer observation info. Some schools and colleges invite teachers to sit in on each other's classes, then have a group discussion or simply a discussion between the teacher and observer, both sit in on each other, to help them improve their teaching styles. celt.ntu.ac.uk/pages/pot.htm, peer observation. celt.ntu.ac.uk/se/observee/html. escalate.ac.uk/briefing/briefing-01. ltsn.ac.uk/generic center/projects/peer-ob, peer observation, watching another teacher teach. wisc.edu/moo/index.html, peer review of teaching at University of Wisconsin, Madison. wisc.edu/moo/listfb.html, a list of characteristics of reflective feedback. Student evaluation for teachers. flaguide.org/start/assess_intro.php, field tested learning assessment guide, an overview of student assessment. uwstout.edu/soe/profdev/lm teamwork rubric.html, University of Wisconsin Stout has assessment rubrics. school.discoveryducatien.com/schrockguide/assess.html. cse.edc.org/products/assessment/middle school/default.asp, Education Development Center, Inc. links to middle school and high school student assessments. Watching yourself teach and learning from it. Videotape yourself while teaching, then watch it later. Chapter 5. Your future in one test. Intelligence tests used in school/IQ tests. Two French psychologists, Alfred Binet and Theodore Simon, developed the first IQ tests in 1905. Two American psychologists, Louis M. Terman and Maud A. Merrill, later created the Stanford Binet tests at Stanford University. They test certain academic abilities but not all. They assume intelligence is fixed at birth, but it isn't. Children can dramatically increase scores if they want to. Most intelligence tests attempt to measure verbal ability, thinking ability, cognitive efficiency. Some specific things they try to measure are verbal reasoning, visual/perceptual problem solving, verbal and visual intelligence, nonverbal intelligence, memory, mathematics, written expression spelling and sentence/paragraph writing, cognitive processing, working memory, broad attention, cognitive efficiency, short-term and long-term memory, phonemic awareness, auditory memory, attention and concentration. On top of this, they try to measure emotional stability and psychological well-being because they are supposedly tied in with intelligence. Major IQ tests. The major intelligence tests are Wechsler scales, WISC-4, WISC-4, Verbal Comprehension Index, VCI, Perceptual Reasoning Index, PRI, Working Memory Index, WMI, Processing Speed Index, PSI, Verbal Comprehension, Verbal Reasoning and Concept Formation, Vocabulary, Word Knowledge and Verbal Concept Formation, Comprehension, Conventional Standards, Social Judgment, Maturity, and Common Sense, Perceptual Reasoning Index, Block Design, Ability to analyze and synthesize abstract visual stimuli, Picture Concepts, Abstract Visual Reasoning Ability, Matrix Reasoning, Visual Information Processing and Abstract Reasoning Skills, Working Memory Index, Digit Span, Auditory Short-Term Memory, Sequencing, Attention, and Concentration, Letter Number Sequence, Sequencing, Mental Manipulation, Visuospatial Imaging, Short-Term Memory and Processing Speed, Processing Speed Index, Coding, Processing Speed, Visual Motor Coordination, Visual Scanning, Cognitive Flexibility, Symbol Search, Visual Memory, Visual Discrimination, Concentration, and Processing Speed. UPSA 3, the Wechsler Preschool and Primary Scale of Intelligence appropriate instrument to use for children within the age range of 4 years, 0 months to 7 years, 3 months. A younger modified version, 2 years, 6 months to 3 years, 11 months, also exists. The Stanford Binet 5. The Stanford Binet 5 uses a single instrument for all age levels, 2 years, 0 months to adults age 80 years and over. In addition to the IQ, the Binet provides standard scores for verbal and nonverbal IQ, based on composite scores obtained for 5 verbal and nonverbal scales. The 5 scales include Fluid Reasoning, Problem Solving in Novel Situations, Knowledge, Acquired Information, Quantitative Reasoning, Reasoning with Numbers, Visual/Spatial Processing, Spatial Analysis, Working Memory, Mental Manipulation. The Stanford Binet Differential Ability Scale provides a General Conceptual Ability Score, GCA, for very young children, 2 years, 6 months to 3 years, 5 months. Woodcock-Johnson 3 Tests of Cognitive Abilities, WJ3. Children's Memory Scale, CMS. Wechsler Memory Scale 3rd edition, WMS, 3. Test of Memory and Learning, TOML. Wide Range Assessment of Memory and Learning, 2nd edition, WRAML2. Reynolds Intellectual Assessment. Scales, RIAS. Universal Nonverbal Intelligence Test, UNIT. The IQ Rankings. Extremely Low Range. 45 to 69. Less than 2% of all children will find school hard and will require special education services. Borderline range. 70 to 79. 6% of all children will have some academic difficulties. Low average range. 80 to 89. 8% of all children. Majority average range. 90 to 109. 48% of all children. High average range. 110 to 119. 15% of all children. School should be easy for these kids. Superior range. 120 to 129. 6% of all children. School will be boring, too slow for their quick minds. Very superior, gifted. 130 to 160. About 2% of all people are geniuses according to IQ definitions. Test your intelligence/IQ websites. JoggleResearch.com, Cognitive Test App. article-flame.com/art/15544/140/how-to-increase-your-iq.html. knowledgescore.com, test your knowledge in a variety of subjects, chemistry, history, movies, politics, etc. iqtest.com. brains4zombies.com. mensa.org. mindgear.com. mindmedia.com. High IQ Club/Mensa Club. Mensa, founded in 1946, is the world's largest organization for the superintelligent according to IQ tests. For entry into Mensa, you must score in the 98th percentile, roughly an IQ of 132, on an administered intelligence test. If you have taken college or graduate school exams, Mensa can convert LSAT, GMAT, GRE, pre-1994 SAT scores and dozens of other standardized tests. Your results must be sent directly to Mensa by the testing service or certified and sent by the school where it was administered. Mensa requires a $25 fee to process submitted test results. If you have not been tested, Mensa will test you for a fee of $30. The test consists of two parts. The first part, which lasts about 15 minutes, is a hodgepodge of 50 math and word questions. The second part, which lasts a little over an hour, has 7 sections that test a wide range of cognitive and mathematical skills as well as memory. Mensa exams are arranged and offered on a periodic basis through local chapters. If you want some practice answering tricky questions, you can sign up for the home test, $18 fee, at the Mensa website. Some super IQ clubs are Top 1% Society, 999 Society, 99.9th percentile, Prometheus Society, 99.997th percentile. mensa.org. mensa.org/workout.html. highiqsociety.org, International High IQ Society, Social Science, Games, and Puzzles. American Mensa. 1229 Corporate Drive West, Arlington, Texas 76006-6103. 800-66 Mensa. us.mensa.org. Annual membership dues are $49. Intelligence testing websites. micna.com/intelligence.htm, the knowns and unknowns of intelligence, APA Task Force. indiana.edu/intell, human intelligence, historical information, controversies, and more. psychologicaltesting.com/iqpct.htm, IQ score interpretation calculator. iqte.st/intelligence testing quotes, intelligence testing and theory. mensa.org, Mensa International, a group open only to people with high IQs. hartford.archives/45/index-dfdga.html, the bell curve and IQ controversy. pbs.org/think tank/show_129.html, a conversation with Charles Murray, co-author of The Bell Curve. felix.unifi.it/root/d-mensa-files/d-intelligence/t-bell-curve-reviews, 2 views of the bell curve, from contemporary psychology. Online intelligence tests. iqtest.com, free results and depth report for fee. giqtest.com, GIQ test, modeled after traditional IQ tests. intelligencetest.com, IQ Test Labs, free test, results, and resources. Chapter 6. Grade School Standardized Tests. Standardized academic tests in some states for some grades. In some states, passing the grade level according to the teacher is not enough. Students have to pass standardized tests in the academic subjects too. Some places have these tests for every grade. Some places have this test for grade 12 high school graduation only. Texas calls their tests the Texas Assessment of Knowledge and Skills, TAKS. Here are some TAKS prep websites to help with taking the tests. tea.state.tx.us/student.assessment/resources/guides/study/index.html glencoe.com/sec/socialstudies/tax, Glencoe Online Social Studies TAKS Practice ccisd.net/schools/schoolweb/3/tacs/tax_practice_home.html nisd.net/sec/science/science-tax roomd116.com/tacs%sign20test.htm, science test prep. Here are some websites to help you with taking standardized grade tests in general. Middleweb.com. middleweb.com/readworkshop/jk11.html readwritethink.org/lessons/index.asp mathbenchmarks.org classzone.com uttelcampus.org Standardized test critics/standardized tests are bad. Teachers increasingly teach to the test. The result is that students become bored with school. Colleges complain that incoming students raised on standardized tests are not prepared for university studies. Good teachers increasingly feel dissatisfied with the profession. Standardized tests are intended to evaluate whether students have learned what they were taught. They are not designed to assess teacher effectiveness or teacher quality, but teachers, principals, and school administrators think these tests reflect on them if their students perform poorly on these standardized tests, so they give all their energy to getting their students good marks on these tests, alienating or turning them off from school because it's not interesting for its own sake. It's all about the test. Standardized test websites. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/list_of_state_tests_in_the_United_States. Testpreppractice.net, online resource for information regarding standardized tests, GMAT, GRE, TOEFL, MCAT, LSAT. GRE.org, GRE, Graduate Record Examination. Kaplan.com, Kaplan Educational Centers. Standardizedtests.procon.org. aubry.com/manuscripts/08006.pdf, school grades based on standardized test scores, are they fair? cde.ca.gov/ta/tg/sr, standardized testing and reporting, Star, California. christianhomeschoolers.com/hs_testing.html, homeschool testing, standardized tests. cshe.berkeley.edu/news/index.php?id =31, study looks at high school record versus standardized tests as indicators of four-year college outcomes. cshe.berkeley.edu/publications/publications.php?id =265, validity of high school grades in predicting student success. ctb.com, Educational Assessments for K-12, Early Learners and Adult Learners. McGraw-Hill is a leading publisher of educational assessment solutions. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/no_child_left_behind. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/no_child_left_behind_act, 5th graders must do better on standardized tests than the previous year's 5th graders. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/standardized_test. fairtest.org/facts/howharm.htm, how standardized testing damages education. gia.org/pages/testing/standardized tests.php, a nationally standardized test for K-12. This test is popular among Christian schools and home schools. huffingtonpost.com, National Opt-out Day rejects standardized tests. K6 educators. Dead website, trydot-.com, thoughtco.com, verywell.com, and thebalance.com/cs/professionaldevil/a/standtests.htm. kidsource.com/kidsource/content/standardized.testing.html. What should parents know about standardized testing in schools? KidTest.com, low-cost online educational assessments, aptitude tests, achievement tests, state tests, standardized test prep resources. lographydulion.f2s.com/testing.hdm, standardized tests, the interpretation of racial and ethnic gaps. maritimall.ca/webmom/news.html, standardized testing in Canada. awkc.org/libraries/for beginners/standardized_for-home_educators-day.pdf, standardized tests for home educators. parenting.kaboosey.com/education-learning/school-life/standardized-tests-what-do-you-give-them.html. parents.berkeley.edu/advice/school/test.html, Berkeley Parents Network, standardized tests. pareonline.net, talking to your high school students about standardized tests. renlearn.com, help with standardized tests for a fee. scholastic.com/resources/article/standardized-tests. school.familyeducation.com/educational-testing/study-skills/34555.html, help your kids prepare for standardized tests. thehappyscientist.com/blogs/problems-florida's-science-fcat-test, problems with Florida's science FCAT test. washingtonpost.com, how standardized tests are affecting public schools. westdschools.org/index.php, information on standardized tests. writesslaw.com/links/glossary.assessment.htm, special education law, glossary of assessment terms. Testing, accountability, and assessment offices by state. National Center for Education Statistics nces.ed.gov/nations report card. eduhound.com/K12SDA testing.cfm, U.S. State Depths of Education Comprehensive Testing, Accountability, and Assessment. Alabama. alsta.edu/accountability/pre-accountability.asp. Alabama Department of Education Student Achievement. Alaska. eed.state.ak.us/tls/assessment. Alaska Assessment and Student Information. Arizona. ade.state.az.us/standards. Arizona Department of Education Assessment. Arkansas. arkansas.org/testing/acta-ap.html. Arkansas Comprehensive Testing, Accountability and Assessment Program, ACTAPE. California. star.cde.ca.gov. California Standardized Testing and Reporting, STAR. Colorado. cde.state.co.us/index_stnd-access.htm. Colorado Department of Education Standards and Assessment. Connecticut. csde.state.ct.us/public/cedar/assessment/index.htm. Connecticut Department of Education Student Assessment. Delaware. doe.k12.de.us/aab. Delaware Student Testing Program, DSTP. Florida. fcat.fldoe.org. Florida Department of Education Comprehensive Assessment Test, FCAT. Georgia. doe.k12.ga.us/ci.aspx. Georgia Department of Education Office of Standards. Instruction and Assessment. Hawaii. arch.k12.hi.us/index.html. Hawaii Department of Education Arch, Assessment Resource Center. Idaho. sde.idaho.gov/instruct/counseling.asp. Idaho Department of Education Counseling and Assessment. Illinois. isb.net/assessment/default.htm. Illinois Department of Education State Assessment. Indiana. ideanet.doe.state.in.us/assessment/welcome.html. Indiana State Department of Education Division of School Assessment. Iowa. iowa.gov/educate/content/views/302/876. Iowa Department of Education Assessments and Accountability. Kansas. ksde.org/default.aspx?tab =420. Kansas Department of Education Assessments. Kentucky. education.ky.gov/kde/administrative+resources/testing+reporting+default.htm. Kentucky Department of Education Testing and Reporting. Louisiana. doe.state.la.us/lde/saa/2273.html. Louisiana Department of Education Standards, Assessments, and Accountability. Maine. state.me.us/education/mea/index.htm. Maine Department of Educational Assessment. Maryland. marylandpublicschools.org/msde/testing. Maryland Department of Education Testing. Massachusetts. doe.mass.edu/assess. Massachusetts State Department of Education Assessment and Accountability. Michigan. michigan.gov/mde/0,1607,7-140-22709-00.html. Michigan Department of Education Office of Educational Assessment and Accountability. Minnesota. education.state.mn.us/mde/accountability_programs/assessment_and_testing/index.html. Minnesota Department of Education Assessment and Testing. Mississippi. mde.k12.ms.us/academic/osa/index.html. Mississippi Department of Education Student Assessment. Missouri. dis.mo.gov/div-improve/assess/index.html. Missouri Department of Elementary and Secondary Education Assessment Program. Montana. opi.mt.gov/measurement/index.html. Montana Office of Public Instruction Measurement and Accountability. Nebraska. nde.state.ne.us/starsdocs.html. Nebraska Department of Ed School-Based Teacher-Led Assessment and Reporting System. Nevada. nde.state.nv.us/sdatesting.html. Nevada Department of Education Assessment. New Hampshire. ed.state.nh.us/education/doe/organization/curriculum/curriculum-assessment.htm. New Hampshire Department of Education Assessment. New Jersey. state.nj.us/education/njpep/assessment/index.html. New Jersey Department of Education Assessment and Evaluation. New Mexico. ped.state.nm.us/div/ais/assess. New Mexico Public Education Department School and Student Assessment. New York. mc.nicd.gov/osa. New York State Department of Education Office of State Assessment. North Carolina. adpi.state.nc.us/accountability/testing. North Carolina Department of Public Instruction Testing. North Dakota. dpi.state.nd.us/testing/index.shtm. North Dakota Department of Education Testing and Assessment. Ohio. ode.state.oh.us/gd/templet/page/ode/page=2 $topic rel tonid=9. Ohio State Department of Education Testing and Assessments. Oklahoma. title3.sde.state.ok.us/student assessment. Oklahoma State Department of Education Office of Accountability and Assessments. Oregon. ode.state.or.us/search/results/?id=169. Oregon Department of Education Assessment and Testing. Pennsylvania. pde.state.pa.us/K12/CWP/VIEW.ASP?3$Q=105605. Pennsylvania Department of Education Assessment and Accountability. Rhode Island. ride.ri.gov/assessment/default.aspx. Rhode Island Department of Elementary and Secondary Education Assessment and Accountability. South Carolina. ed.sc.gov/topics/assessment. South Carolina Department of Education Testing and Assessment. South Dakota. doe.sd.gov/octa/assessment/index.asp. South Dakota Department of Education Assessment and Testing. Tennessee. state.tn.us/education/assessment. Tennessee Department of Education Assessment, Evaluation, and Research Division. Texas. tea.state.tx.us/student.assessment. Texas Department of Education Division of Student Assessment. Utah. schools.utah.gov/assessment/default.aspx. Utah State Office of Education Assessment. Vermont. education.vermont.gov/new/html/pgm_assessment.html. Vermont Department of Education Assessment. Virginia. pen.k12.va.us/vdoe/assessment/home.shtml. Virginia Department of Education Assessment and Reporting. Washington. k12.wa.us/assessment. Washington Office of Superintendent of Public Instruction Assessment. West Virginia. wvita.state.wv.us/data. West Virginia Department of Education School Data. Wisconsin. dpi.wi.gov/oea. Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction Office of Educational Accountability. Wyoming. k12.wy.us/saa/pos/index.htm. Wyoming Proficiency Assessments for Wyoming Students. Tests for Grade School. Try number 373.126 at the library. bjup.com, 800-845-5731, Iowa Test of Basic Skills. cal.org/nclrc/FL-testDB, Foreign Language Test Database. Diagnosticprescriptive.com, test up to grade 5. ericae.net, ERIC Digests, hundreds of them. ericae.net/ftlib.htm. ericae.net/testcol.htm. fairtest.com, National Center for Fair and Open Testing. gomilpetus.com/homeschooling/olderkids/transcripts.htm, info about testing and transcripts. homeeducator.com, go to Royal Academy link, info about testing and transcripts. narsonline.com, info about testing and transcripts. Bayside School Services. POG 250. Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina 27948. 800-723-3057. ballfam@interpath.com. Sell the Cat, California Achievement Test. Christian Liberty Academy. 502 West Euclid Avenue. Arlington Heights, IL 60004. 800-348-0899. homeschools.org. class-homeschools.org/cl press, 800-832-2741, Christian Liberty Press, Sell the Cat. Family Learning Organization Testing Service. POB 7247. Spokane, Washington 99207-0247. 509-467-2552. homeschool@familylearning.org. familylearning.org. Sell the Cat, MAT, Metropolitan Achievement Test, CSL, Checklist for Skills Learned, K8 and FAF, Freestyle, K12, List of 11 subjects child must know. Hewitt Educational Resources. Pog 9. 2103 BST. Washougal, Washington, 98671. 360-835-8708. Sell the Pass, Personalized Achievement Summary System, 3-8. Seton Home Study School. 1350 Progress Road. Front Royal, Virginia, 22630. 540-636-9990. Fax, 540-636-1602. Testing at setonhome.org. setonhome.org. Sell the CTBS, Comprehensive Test of Basic Skills. Sycamore Tree. 2179 Mayor Place. Costa Mesa, California, 92627. 800-779-6750. sycamoretree.com. Sell the CTBS. Thurber's Educational Assessments. 400 Clayton Road. Chapel, North Carolina, 27514. 919-967-5282. thurbasnc@aol.com. Sell the Cat. Homeschoolers use CLEP then enroll at college as a transfer student. Most schools do not ask for high school transcripts or SAT/ACT scores for transfer students. Just present them with your credits and you register as a transfer student. Most schools consider a transfer student as someone who is going to transfer 30 to 45 semester hours of credit. If you were homeschooled but the college you want to go to will not recognize your homeschooling diploma, you can take your first year of CLEP tests, apply to the college as a transfer student with no restrictions. Chapter 7. Cheating is common. Cheating Guide. The easiest way most people cheat is to write acronyms on themselves, their pens, rulers, etc. to help them remember material. For example, Holmes is the 5 Great Lakes. Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie, Superior. Those tests where you darken one of 4 options with a pencil and the computer scans them have changed since the days when some guy would fill in all 4 options for every question and get a perfect score. The computers now have a feature where more than one answer detected means it's graded wrong, plus just about everywhere, they give the answer sheets a cursory look to detect cheating. If your teacher is using the teacher's version of a textbook you're using, you could make up a letter with a fake letterhead of a fictitious or real school posing as a teacher, send it to the publisher, tell them you're looking for textbooks for next year and ask them if they can either send you a teacher's edition to review or how much would it cost to buy this year's version to look it over. If you get a teacher's edition of the textbook, more than likely the teacher will use the test questions from the book for his tests. Students have been using cell phones, iPods, and tablets to cheat, but many schools are now forbidding them around while taking tests. In the end, the few times I wrote out acronyms on my pencils, rulers, etc., intending to cheat, I never used them. Simply enjoy the learning process. Try to understand the material, and if you don't either enjoy the process or understand the material, what's the sense of going to school anyway? It's not your true calling in life. There are other ways to earn a living that will make you happier. Search for that, and once you find it, the studying part should be easy because you like it. Cheating websites. cheats.breesoftware.com. academicintegrity.org